All right, you guys, check this out. The wine is brewing, and look at those bubbles in there coming up the sides of the jar here and the jug. That's fermentation happening. Now, I filtered all this out and essentially got it all going. Filtered out the berries after this first 7 days. It's probably about half done fermenting. I think it's at about 8% alcohol right now. And it'll probably go to like 12, 13, 14%. But as you can see, the airlock is bubbling. Active CO2 coming off of this. Now I did try a little bit of this, and it tastes like a soda almost with all the CO2 coming off of it, right? It's like carbonated almost. But at the bottom, you can see the sediment. I think that's the active yeast, and it's also like sediment or whatever. And this needs to be racked. They call it racking, is when you basically draw out the wine and put it into something different. And then you're getting rid of that active yeast that's at the bottom because you don't suck out the bottom there. And some people say re-rack it, as least as possible. Other people say the more you rack it, the better. But look at those bubbles. That is amazing. Now, I've also got some Cherokee purple tomatoes. If you tune into the live show, you understand that something came through and ravaged some of my Cherokee purples. But these ones survived because I got them off the vine early and I let them ripen inside. It's a really good one. I'm going to make a tomato sandwich out of this at some point. They're ripe. They're ready to go. Cherokee purples. These are my Marscano. There might be some Romas mixed in there. Can't tell the difference between the Romas and the Marscanos. These ones are still ripening. And I've got quite a few already in bags. These are gallon bags. Gallon bag. So those will make sauces at some point, right? Salsas, you can make sauces out of those. So this is the wine. It's about a gallon and a little bit. This one's fermenting too, but it's got a loose cap on it so that the CO2 can escape when it needs to. And this one, of course, has the airlock on it. Tomato sandwich. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to dig into this. Those are Cherokee purple tomatoes, so that's what they look like inside. This deep, rich red color. And that's a little bit of salt and pepper and mayo. Okay, something really weird just happened after I ate that tomato sandwich. I feel like Superman. Just kidding. Well, kind of not though, right? Gosh, God is amazing. Like a real heirloom tomato grown out of a garden. Give you guys the update. I think there's power in that. So, this is sweet potato vine. This thing is going ballistics. Look at that. Sweet potatoes doing really well. Let's show you guys my, what's this thing doing? My mint. What the heck? Wait, hold on. Hold the door. Oh. Just got dive bombed by a freaking wasps. They better not bite me because his brother will be upset. Okay, this is mint. Look at that. Beautiful mint. Wow. It smells so good. Whoa. Dude, bro. What the heck? Must be a nest under there. I'm going to have to do some work. All right. Let's take you guys out to the garden, show you what happened. I'm upset. I did only lose 1 or 2 Cherokee tomatoes upon further inspection. And there are many more on here, so I guess you gotta pay the piper, right? This is, wait, hold on. That is a Cherokee tomato. That's starting to look like it's coming in, and these are Cherokee tomatoes. Very good. So those will all get harvested. I just got to keep an eye on this, you know, because I've got some varmints that want my garden. So, boy, it's a hot one today. You can see I got the camera out here. This camera is going to capture, this is the trail cam. This will capture whoever the culprit is. Okay, now I'm going to show you the damages. That's what's going on. See that? They tore up that tomato right there. Look at how it's eaten. So, this is the tomato cam. Here you can see under the bed here. Look at this. Oh, man. Tomato cam. This is what it looks like under here. Now, I'm starting to pull these tomatoes off sooner than later and let them ripen inside. Whoa, look at all those. Oh, man. This is insane. Look at all these. Look at all those tomatoes. Whoa. There's like 10 of them just right there. I think those are all Romas. Whoa. Look at all those. So the trick is get them off the vine, let them ripen inside, and they do ripen. They'll turn super, super red. Whoa, there's some more cracking off in here. Now, none of these are going to waste. They're all getting froze. Here are my pepper plants. And, whoa, look at that badness right there. Oh, yeah. Those are going to be good. Peppers popping off. Let's see. Uh-oh, my peppers don't look too happy. I might have to check the water action here. Yeah, they're overcrowded. I understand. I figure I wanted to overplant than underplant because all this came from seed, so I didn't want to come up short, you know, if you know what I mean. Some peppers popping off here. Yeah, got quite a few. Whoa, they're so camoed though. You can't really see them unless you put your hand against them. This is Mr. Habanero right here. Mr. or Mrs. I'm hoping she'll flower soon. I have other habaneros, but they have now been buried by the other. That's a habanero down there, but it's been buried. These two are habaneros. They're not getting a lot of light. Suppose I could, there we go, move this back. It's just got a lot going on in here. So you see the damages? Something got in there. It's like, I'm gonna take your garden out. So, it's some kind of a critter. So, that's the update, you guys. It's gonna be in the 90s today. Let's see what else I can show you guys today. Oh, the berries are done. There are no more berries. These are the thornless blackberries. They're all done. Game over. So I'll know next year to be pretty aggressive with the berries, to get out there and harvest as many as possible. I do have another bed over here, and it's just mostly tomatoes. There are some green onions in here, but they've been buried by the tomatoes. So obviously next year I don't have to plant as much stuff. It's a green onion there. Some green onions in there. So I can come in here and add those to salsas and stuff, you know. Doesn't look like it's getting enough water. Jeez. So this all happens pretty fast once it gets going. Dude. Bro. My goodness. Tomato fest going on in here. Alright. Yeah, I'm throwing out a lot of the tomatoes out here that are dead, they come out here just, and maybe they'll grow wild next year, because that would be cool, just wild tomatoes. So that's the update, you guys.